Hello, everybody. This is Teacher Levy. Today, I will be making another slow English YouTube video. I have made other videos like this on my channel, which you might have seen if you have been following me for the past few weeks. I wanted to talk about phrasal verbs today because I saw a comment regarding phrasal verbs. For me to show phrasal verbs, I came across, which is a phrasal verb, a beach. You can see the beach here. And I went to the other side so that I could film about phrasal verbs. There are so many phrasal verbs in English, but you can learn maybe 10, 15 and practice using them. Instead of learning all phrasal verbs, you can learn some and use them frequently. Frequently is often. Use them frequently so that you can get in the hang of using these phrasal verbs. Check out the water is very clear, and we'll have a list today of some phrasal verbs which are common, but they're also useful. I will try to give you examples for both regular conversation and also work conversation or professional English, which you can use. For the ones I can, I will try to give professional sentences or examples as well. So keep in mind, these videos are meant for intermediate to advanced level English learners who are looking to improve their pronunciation and also work on their listening comprehension. These videos are also useful for shadowing. Shadowing is when you listen to a video and then after repeat the same words, phrases, or sentences which I am saying. This way you can get the hang of. To get the hang of is to feel and understand the way I am saying the words, the sentences, and also the flow. When you hear somebody speaking a language, there is often a flow to the language for how they are speaking, a rhythm or a flow. Shadowing can help you do this. For example, if we say shadowing can help you do this, you can repeat shadowing can help you do this. This is a good practice. If these videos are too slow, which some people said they are too slow, then you can use YouTube to speed up the video and I will speak faster that way. But I think for the majority of people, majority, Notice majority, we can say majority. This is majority means most. The majority of people, this is a good speed. So the first phrasal verb is turn down, which is to decrease the volume or to reject. You can say, if you are listening to music with friends, hey, could you turn down the music? I'm getting a phone call. Notice getting, we can say getting. I'm getting a phone call. Could you turn down the music? Also, we can say, hey, can you turn it down? Or even turn it down a notch. Turn it down a notch is turn it down a little. Notice little and also turn it. We can practice saying turn it. Turn it down a little. Also, turn down could mean reject. If you got rejected for a promotion or for a date, maybe you were asking out a girl on a date. Also notice the word girl, a girl, asking out a girl for a date. Maybe she turned you down. Or you could say, I got turned down. So I got rejected. Turned down could also be rejected. The second one I want to share, notice want to share, is look up. To look up is to search for information. To search for information. If you are in the library, notice library. Somebody recently asked me the pronunciation of library. Library. And you want to look up information about Iceland. Iceland is a country in Europe. You can say, I'm here because I want to look up information about Iceland. So I want to search for information about Iceland. At work, if you work in an office or a different corporate job, notice an office job, we can sometimes say corporate. A corporate job. You can say, my employees are looking up information on our prospects. Prospects are potential clients, companies, people who could potentially become your clients are your prospects. So you want to look up information on those people, to search information on those prospects. The next one I want to share is set up. Notice set up. We can say set up. To set up, we can say is to arrange and also maybe to organize. You can see the mountains in the background. Mountains, we can say mountains. So set up is to arrange or organize. A good work context or example, which you might have heard, is my boss or my manager told me I need to set up 2 meetings every day at noon or in the afternoon. I need to set up meetings between me and our top clients. So I need to arrange meetings between me and my clients. Setup is an easy one to understand, but it is perhaps one of the most useful, especially for work. If you are working, especially now online, where there are lots of calendar apps and booking apps with Google and Gmail, you can use set up a conference call, set up a meeting, set up a video call, set up in-person meeting, set up in online meeting. Both are fine. So I will share one more here at this beach and then save some for later. Notice later. We can say later. There is also another pond behind this way. There's another pond. So the next one is take off. Of course, you can take off to remove your sunglasses, your shirt, but you can also take off, which is to leave or depart. Notice depart. We can say depart quickly. That is to take off. A lot of you might have heard or might have used take off at the airport. My flight will depart at noon. Noon is, by the way, 12 o'clock. So 12 o'clock, noon, my flight will depart or my flight will take off. So my flight will leave at 12 o'clock or take off. You can also say take off for leaving in general. Hey, I need to take off around 4. If you're having a business meeting, maybe you can say I need to take off at 5. Though in regular conversation with friends or in a casual setting, takeoff is maybe better to use. Notice better, we can say better. To use maybe with friends or casual conversations where you can tell your friends after having dinner, hey, I need to take off in 10 minutes, which sometimes people say, I need to get going. I need to get going in 10 minutes. I need to take off in 10 minutes. It's a good one. Try to write it down. Notice write it down and use it in your conversation practice or just add it to your vocabulary list. The next phrasal verb is to bring up. To bring up means to raise a topic. How can you use this phrasal verb in your English practice or conversation practice? You can say in a meeting, if you are having a business meeting, I want to bring up something. So you want to say something. Maybe you have a point, notice point, which you disagree with, and you say, I have something that I need to bring up. I want to raise a topic or talk about something. So you want to bring up something. Or you should say, sorry to interrupt you. I should probably bring up something. I should probably tell you something or say something. The next one is to get along. To get along is to have a good relationship. You can say, I get along with my coworkers. We have talked about another word for coworkers, which is colleagues. Colleagues is another word for coworkers. I get along with my family members. You can say it is hard to get along with some people. Perhaps they have difficult personalities. Notice personalities. We can say while we're speaking quickly, personalities. Their personalities are hard to get along with, which means they are perhaps moody people. People who are moody are people who have bad moods, or they change their moods very often. They are moody people. Notice moody. We can say, I am in a bad mood, or I am in a good mood. Today, I am in a good mood. The next phrasal verb is to come across. To come across means to find unexpectedly. You can say, I came across an idea, or I came across an object. I was searching through my desk and I came across something that I lost last year. I came across my old notebook. Now, in the office or at your workplace, you can say, I came across an idea which could save our company lots of money. Or I came across an idea which could help increase our sales. Help increase our sales. Notice our, just like when we say 2 hours, we can say our sales. Help improve our sales. The next one is go over. Go over means to review or examine. You can go over documents, review documents, or as I do, you can go over homework. Even with other people, you can say, hey, let's go over this homework, which we did last night. Notice night, last night. Let's go over, let's review the homework. So there are many, many other phrasal verbs. I have a big list, but I think these are enough to start utilizing. To utilize is to use in your daily conversation. So give it a shot, which means to try it and see if you can put them into your sentences and build it into your vocabulary. Keep in mind, I have my teaching lessons available in the description of the video, as well as my Instagram. You can check those out. Also, the sun is setting, so I also wanted to quickly add, comment a phrasal verb which you guys are struggling with, but that you like. Go in the comments and write a phrasal verb which you would like me to review in the next video. Hopefully, I'll make another video similar to this where I will do more phrasal verbs or review more phrasal verbs. All right, have a nice day. Bye bye.